Okay, so this is like my 5th attempt at making a video that's going to be shorter. So let's try to make this nice and sweet. Try not to bore you guys too much. So 2 weeks has passed. I have gone to work. I have recovered from the flu. I have gone out. A lot of stuff to talk about, but I'll try to be quick. Days at the school, nothing fancy. Changed my first diaper. Actually changed my first poop diaper successfully. Boom, ready for that. Went on a field trip with the kids, kind of like a cosmic adventure museum type place. Run a lot of running around, tired out the kids a little, but not enough to get them all to sleep on the way back on the bus. Was stuck sort of, well, babysitting. It was kind of like part of the job. Keeping an eye on this one kid, Tyga, who is just always just full of energy and sometimes a little too much, and he likes to hit and he causes pain and people cry, so, or kids cry. So I got my feel for that, like the 1, 2, 3, few kids that are just going to be so energetic all the time that I'm just going to have to be on, you know, on point and ready to discipline or whatever. The kids are so cute. At the end of the day, when we dropped them off at a parking lot, and we were all dropped off, sorry, at a parking lot waiting for the parents to come pick them up there, because that's where the bus was set to park and drop us all off. Kids started running around in the field just right next to the parking lot, and they were just like yelling my name, like Alex Sensei, Alex Sensei, which they just meant they wanted me to run after them. So I was doing that, running after them, holding a guitar, strumming chords, running after kids. And when you get super close to them, they do this called Badia, and it means safe, like you can't touch me, or you lose or something. And I was just like, I don't understand this game. I run after you until I get close enough for you to just say game over. It was just like, so eventually I gave up on not doing anything, and I started running after them, and then they said Badia, and I would just pick them up and just kind of like spin them around, and then it was fun. You know, the kids had a lot of energy, but kind of got me moving too, which is cool. So far the school's going really well. This week is going to be graduation, probably a little less to do, and just sort of let the kids do some free play and practice their little choir that they're going to do for the parents at the end of the year. Apartment looks a bit different. I got a small couch. Oops. I got a dresser. I got some shelving. I got a shelving unit. I got some free stuff. I got a new heater, the kerosene-based heater. I got a new one because the one I had earlier that you saw in the video was very finicky, and it was basically just turning off on me randomly. So also I said that thing was an AC machine. Turns out it's a heater as well. So it's electric based, kerosene based. Yes, it does mean there's a bit of a smell, but I was given a free tank of kerosene, so I've been trying to use that mostly to heat the room whenever needed, although I have been using that one too. I got a stove. Sorry for the and straight. So I got that thing. It's a couple burners, and in the middle there's like a tray. It's kind of very tiny, can't fit a pizza at all, but can fit a couple slices of bread, so make some toast. It's all gas based, very practical. I love gas-based elements. Gotten used to it with my dad's place, who's got natural gas. So, and I got a water boiler and a rice cooker. The water boiler is really sweet. You can fit like 3 or 4 liters of water, and it just keeps it hot all the time. So whenever you need hot water, it's good to go right away. For instant ramen or for tea, boom, instant hot water. Never have to wait for it. And then the rice cooker is self-explanatory. Someone asked how the toasting function works in the microwave. So I'll talk about it real quick. Basically, there's an element at the top of the microwave, and you put the bread in. You press that element. Sorry, you press the button that's for toast. Do a little picture of bread slices, and the element turns on, and then the bread rotates slowly, so that they don't come out toasted like you would in a toaster, like a golden brown color. They just come out hot and a bit crispy. So technically, I guess it's still a toast, just not what you would think of when you think toast. So I've actually been, since I've had the stove, I've been using that to make toast whenever. I've only burnt one slice of bread, so pretty good so far. About the food, so far I've been having no problem getting enough food, you know, money for food, groceries, but the prices are a bit different. Fruit's more expensive. You buy oranges, buy the orange, so it's like $1 an orange, the big navel one, so it's not like you're buying a tangerine for $1, but still a bit more expensive. They have very little variety in the fruits, like oranges, bananas, kiwis, strawberries, apples. That's pretty much it. No grapes, no blueberry, not many berries really, I guess, other than strawberries. You have, oh sorry, there's melons too, but like, so honeydew melon and cantaloupe, so expensive, not worth buying. I mean, it's delicious, but not worth buying. And then you got your canned fruits here and there. So I guess the variety of fruit is kind of there. It's not as, just not what we're used to in Canada. Same thing for the veggies. So like no spinach and stuff like that. Onions, there's only one kind. I don't think I've ever seen any garlic, although I hear it, there is some. Tomatoes are expensive. Cucumbers are slimmer and expensive. So all in all, the produce is more expensive. The seafood is obviously not more expensive. There's a ton of fish out there that I don't know how to cook, so I might not exactly buy right away, but I'll figure it out. I've met some Japanese people through Eric who said they would show me how to cook a certain kind of fish that's very easy to cook. And I'm willing to try it for sure. So that's that. Bread is strange. Bread doesn't come in normal size loaves we're used to. The loaves are like a cube. There's like maybe 8 slices. If you get thicker slices, it's like 6. If you get thinner slices, it's like 8 to 10. But the bakery in general area in the grocery store is awesome. They have so many just different types of small buns and breads, and their bread is good. And it's fairly cheap to buy bakery goods, like fresh baked goods. Eric buys these buns that are like garlic baguettes, but they're thick and they're about this long for like $2, and they're like they're freshly made and they're really good. So that's kind of cool. And you can only buy milk at 1 liter cartons. That's the max you can buy. Yogurts you can only buy 4-pack maximum. Eggs don't come in dozens. You get a half dozen or 10. Which is a bit odd. But the booze in the grocery store, oh my god, is that dirt cheap. I bought about 26er of Sky vodka for $10. Just like, what? That's cheap. So that's pretty sweet. Not that I want to become an alcoholic because of that, but just when you want to party, it's nice to think that the booze is going to be super cheap. We went out. One night we went out here to do some karaoke after Eric had some friends over. So I met some Japanese and some teachers, foreign teachers, English teachers, kind of what Eric does, assistant language teaching. So they don't teach kindergarten, they just sit in another high school or middle high school class or middle school and just help teach English once in a while. Had some fun, played some games, we do karaoke, it was good times. Karaoke is really cool. Like the microphones kind of make you sound like a better singer. So you still hear it when you suck and miss the note, but it's kind of cool. The microphones make you sound better. It makes you feel good about yourself. And Eric was like surprising me singing all these Japanese songs. Pretty cool. The next night we went out to Nagoya, a major city nearby. $15 round trip by train to go there and back. And it's just like a huge city. So the bars are plentiful, and you have bars that are happy hours, so 5 to 7. You get doubles of like rum and coke for like $3.50, sweet deal. So you get your drink on, and the only thing that sucks about the bars in Japan, at least the only thing sucks that I've seen so far, is that people can smoke, and they do all the time inside the bars. So you just, we biked to the train station. It was raining a little, so our pants were soaked. And then they were still kind of wet when we got to the bar, so wet clothes just soaks up any kind of odor that's nearby. My pants smelled terrible the next day. And also, speaking of biking on the way back, obviously we had to bike back from the train station when we got there to our apartment. I got a flat tire, so the whole way I was riding a flat tire. And this is an old cheap bike I was given for free. I bought a new one today, $150. Exact same bike as Eric, so we have twin matching bikes. It's pretty lame, but it was a good price. Like Eric said, like that was a good deal for the bikes. Everything else was like closer to $200, and I figured why spend more money when I don't need to. And so going out was cool. We went to one bar, had happy hour, had some drinks, pub feel, and then we went to another bar which was supposed to be a pub feel too, but it was swing night, which they have once a month on Sundays, and we went out Sunday because it's a long weekend here, so we had the Monday off. So it's just like, what the hell? We get there, it's swing dancing mania, which is kind of cool. Livens up the place, and except I didn't really know how to swing dance, so that kind of sucked. But the funny part was, the day before, I'd gone to a party. Before Eric's party, I'd gone to a going-away party for one of the teachers at my school, and I met a bunch of foreigners there, made some connections, people who are going to be going on camping trips and stuff, so I hope to join them for that. You know, there must have been like 12, 15 foreigners there, and it was cool to hear their story or whatever, but one of them actually happened to be at the swing party, the swing thing at the bar the next night, so I was like, oh my god, familiar face, like of all the people well, I guess it was just interesting that, you know, I met someone I had met the day before at a bar way outside the city. So she taught me some swing moves, and that was kind of cool, and then I signed up for emailing lists. I might go back, take some lessons. I think it's fairly cheap, if not free. It's probably like, you know, $5 a lesson, and you also learn like these swing dance line dances. I know it sounds lame, but it's actually really fun. Like, it's kind of a cool way to meet people. So I'll probably sort of try that out for a bit, see how it goes, and maybe do. One other thing that's cool about Nagoya is they call them the Nagoya dancers, and it's basically Nagoya, because it's such a huge city. There's a lot of office buildings, you know, glass walls everywhere, and at night, the way the sidewalks are lit up, the glass walls are mirrors. So dancers bring their little tiny speakers and their iPods, and they bust a move. You got some breakers, you got some people doing choreographed hip-hop dances, either a couple people at a time or a whole group. You know, they got the whole fashion with it too. It's really cool. The nightlife in Nagoya so far is pretty captivating. And at the end of the night, we ended up going to a restaurant because I was starving. We got some food, and we got some giant beers, like 2-pint beers or something like that. Just huge mugs. There's pictures on Facebook. Huge mugs, and for like, you know, $9-10. So I guess the price wasn't super cheap, but yeah, and you don't tip ever in Japan. There's like a no tipping rule. They just don't take it. You don't tip, and that's nice. So everything you see is everything you pay for. You know, that's the max you'll be paying for it, or the max amount of money you'll spend. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've met a lot of new people, made some friends. Hope to, you know, go out with them some more and meet other people also. And I got this little booklet. I bought myself a little notebook in which I can write Japanese stuff that I want to remember, useful things. And then I had a Japanese friend who actually wrote a bunch of stuff for me. The thing is, I kind of have this already in my textbook, but it's useful to have in a little notebook that I'll carry around because I don't carry my textbook around. And some guy hooked me up with a bunch of free t-shirts. All he wanted me to do was take pictures, you know, when I wear them, and post them on Facebook, just so that his brand gets out. So I'm just gonna flash it real quick. It's Encore, and I think it's gonna be a skate attire company, skateboard clothing or whatever. I think they're gonna make shoes soon. So yeah, just like, you know, thanks to the guy, I don't even know his name, for giving me some awesome free t-shirts that fit me perfectly. They look cool. I'm gonna be busting them in Japan for sure. I got some free stuff. I got like a free barbecue. I got a free bag, heating pad for winter when it's cold, and you know, you put it in your bed. Apparently it's just a lifesaver for sleeping when it's cold during the winter. And yeah, that's about it for now. I'm going to a mixer party next weekend, Japanese and foreign people mixer party. So hopefully I'll have some stories after that. And yeah, so I'm going to cut it there. I think the video is nice and short compared to last time. Last one I made, I think it was about half an hour, so way too long. So leave it there, and I will update you guys hopefully next week. And you know, to be honest, I am trying to upload videos roughly at a bi-weekly rate. The problem is that my internet connection right now is really crappy, so when I upload videos I have to borrow someone's sort of internet stick that's much faster, and you can't always borrow it, so it's just one of those things where my internet connection is crappy, and I'm hoping to have that. I know it's going to be updated eventually in the coming weeks, so maybe by then I'll be uploading more frequently. Not sure yet, but and I'm also going to get a phone soon, so it's going to have a camera and take some pictures and stuff. And yeah, that's it. So talk to you guys later. Peace.